Hello, my name is Ian and welcome to FDT-TV. As you can see, I am a West Ham United fan and we are here to talk about their next game away to Newcastle United. Let's get into it, shall we? What's up YouTube, Ian here. Next up for West Ham is Newcastle away, and with a less than convincing overall record with 42 wins, 38 draws and 57 losses since records begun. It's not the best of results. Obviously we all remember the first day of the season, that on-field protest by the players of the South graded Ghana where we lost 2-0. Not ideal, however we have moved on up the table since then. We're in much better form than Newcastle. We had much better players and work ethic at this moment in time. However, Antonio's still out of injury. Rice is still out of injury. And we saw, unfortunately, Cresswell go off with a hamstring injury in the last match. So that's not great. However, we do have Ogbonna, who apparently is ready to start this game. Which is fantastic for us. He's a big part of how we played and getting to where we were earlier in the season before getting injured himself. And it's even better because that means Fabian Balbuena, less than convincing against Leicester when he come on. I think he's definitely one for the door. Getting the boot in the summer. I just don't think he's Premier League quality. But while he's a West Ham player, I will stand by him and support him and hope that he does the best that he possibly can and gives it all on the pitch. So with the injury news out of the way, let's get into my predicted lineup. We're going to start off with subs already on the screen. I do think we're probably going to see two goalkeepers on the bench again. Wouldn't be unusual. Ben Rama on the bench. A lot of people are calling for him to start. However, with the likes of Jared Bowen being in such good form, for now he's doing really well, and there's no way you can drop Jesse Lingard unless we change our formation. Where do you put him in? He's definitely good at coming on and making a difference with his skill and his trickery. However, he seems like he's being consigned to play in a very particular way rather than being sort of just let loose on the pitch, which I think is where he thrives. He's still searching for that first goal, and it feels a little bit like he's trying to force it rather than playing that natural game and just letting it come as it should and as it will eventually. But we start off in goal. Lucas Fabianski has been solid for us all season, done really well. There's no way he can be dropped, so he starts in goal. 5 along the back, Soufal, again brilliant, absolute warrior. Craig Dawson recently signed a permanent deal with West Ham, made his loan move permanent after making so many appearances. Good signing for us, has been good, and is a bit like a freight train when going into the other or into the opposition's box for a corner or a free kick. Issa Diop, he's learning a lot still. He's learning a lot, and I think we can see that game by game. He's getting better. He's getting more match sharp. But with playing with the likes of Craig Dawson and Ogbonna, Cresswell, who've been there, done that, and the work ethic of Soufal as well, it's only going to benefit him and the team overall. I do think he's played quite well, and he will continue to keep that spot, in my opinion. Arthur Masuaku, we all know his quality going forward, can play his way out of danger. He's really lacking match sharpness. We can see that. He's had a long spell on the sidelines and has now come back. And it does do some really good things, but also does some really silly things, which is where Cresswell complements him quite well, because it allows him to meander up the pitch a bit more and get forward and do what he does best, which is going forward. I think Newcastle are going to struggle to break us down. My biggest concern is St Maximin on that right-hand side is a game changer. And if Masuaku isn't having the best of games, he could run riot and cause all sorts of trouble because he's awfully quick as well. So it was a toss up in the air for me between Masuaku and Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, I think, is the better defender, and I think if Masuaku isn't on his best defensive game ever. If he does start, then we will see Ben Johnson come on to man marks at Maximin. The other person who is always a cause for concern for West Ham, Callum Wilson. He likes a goal against us. He did do when he was at Bournemouth. Now he's at Newcastle. I hope he doesn't have a good day. I do think we've got the quality to keep them quiet. But they are the two game changers in that Newcastle squad, and it is our job to make sure they have a bad day at the office. Midfield, I'm going with that same sort of formation. It's what we played last game against Leicester, and it works very well. Lingard and Bowen pushing forward, with Fornals playing that sort of false nine or attacking midfielder role, and a bit of chopping and changing from them. So solid running from all three. Souček, again, another solid display, can get forward, and Mark Noble does sit a bit further back, which allows him to run as well. Gives us a lot of outlet going forward, and that's really good. And there's a lot of people, I mean, I was a bit dubious that Nobes' legs were gone and he wouldn't be able to last 90 minutes through the whole game, and do that consistently and do it well. But he has been solid, given real captain's performances. He's showing his class, showing his experience in the last few games. Long may it continue. But say his position, he's getting his positioning right. We've found a couple of games where he's come on. He's been caught out a few times, but recently, since Deck's been out, he has come in and done really, really well. That's why he is our captain. And he's got the right mentality. He's got the right players around him who've got a very similar mentality if they want to win and they want to work hard for that win. I do think we are going to play very well, and I do think we're going to come out of this one with a 3-1 victory. Let me know what you think the score is going to be in the comment section below, and if you've got a different lineup to me, then get at me on Twitter. Until then, make sure you're subscribed to FDT-TV. My name is Ian, and we'll see you for the podcast next week. Till then.